Barry Trotz saying he'll take that game from his team every night on the road, and most likely, most nights, he's going to get a different result.
Well, I mean, he did mention the key incident there is that, a lot of opportunities, but no goals, and at the end of the day, that matters a whole lot. Certainly the effort was good, and it was in the right direction. As you said, a lot of good decisions. I mean, as I mentioned earlier on, I would have liked to have seen our guys be just a little more aggressive around the net. Gibson had too many easy looks, and Barry did mention that sometimes you got to get just a little bit more greasy, but I thought he handled the challenge right, and he's 100%. I mean, the light, and you and I were talking about it, that the whistle probably should have gone, and puck was lying loose, and they were jabbing away at it. So,
the goaltender's pad, no goals, the goaltender McCurry.
That's I'm still from old time hockey in a lot of areas, Brendan. So sometimes you're battling hard and you find ways. But I think overall, when you assess the game, is that they got up the ice in a hurry. They had an awful lot of opportunities. They skated very, very well. I thought much better than they did in Nashville. I like the way that the defense handled the blue line. Their gap control was much better. They were more aggressive from an offensive standpoint. I mean, the defense, they got up the ice, and for the most part, they played very well in their own zone. I thought they supported one another, so it was a good goal, and they're right. And unfortunately, Thomas let that second one go by him. One he'd like to have back, and perhaps that was the turning point of the game. It's a whole lot different outlook on the game. If you're only down a goal as opposed to two. So, yeah, you're gonna. This is a team. I keep saying, you're not going to change everything in one session. It's a work in progress. Barry Trotz has a plan, and if you listen to him talk, he's not deviating from it. He just wants to see his team continue to work on what the game plan is, and really not deviate from it, regardless of the score. And I think we're seeing that.
Ducks are finding ways to win. They're now 5-1-1 after beating the Islanders. Ryan Kessler scores the first 2 goals in this game, winds up getting the game winner because of that. But he scored that first goal at the end of the first period. That one stung a little bit.
It really did, because it was a real strong period, and Barry thought it could have been 0-0 after one. I thought it could have been 1 or 2-0 after the first period, because the Islanders played very well. But this is just typical Kessler, play. I mean, we talked about him at the top of the show. He's a gritty guy. He's in your face. He'll battle. He's terrific at face-offs. He's not scared to go to those dirty areas, and he'll score goals for you. He's done it his whole career, and that, for me, just really signifies what he's all about. And this is one where you just shoot the puck, and you just never know. I mean, their second and third goals were all about just shooting the puck, and no one expected them to go in, but they did. They got a good play from him. And you can see, talked about him as winning faceoffs, 65%. So you can't ask a whole lot more from your centerman, particularly when he's winning those draws in the important areas.